Hi, in this video we will learn a new data type. This data type is called string. When we define string x, this means the variable x is of type string. In this data type we can store text like hello, and I write the text in double quotation. If I want to print the value of the variable x, I just write cout x and then I will get the value of the variable x, which is the word hello. So another thing we want to learn is called constant. So we saw before that you can define a variable x and give it value 5, for example, and then later you can change it to 7. In some situation you want to define a value and you don't want anyone to change it later. For example, you want to define const int x equals to 5. So this x now is not a variable, it's called constant. It's something similar to the variable. The only difference is that you have to give it a value at the beginning and this value will not be changed later. So if I try to change it like this, I think we will get error. Like we cannot change the value of the variables into 7. So x equals to 7, this is not allowed because x is a constant. Why we use constant? Sometimes you want to define a variable and you don't want that you change its value by mistake, or you don't want any other programmer to change its value, so that's why you define it as a constant. Another things we want to learn in this video is something called static cast. So if you print like 3.5 multiply by let's say 3, you will get some double value, right? 10.5. Imagine you want to change this value into integer. So how you can do that in C++? You write static underscore cast to integer and then you write everything between parentheses. So this means that before you print, you want to change into integer this value or this expression. So whatever the value of this expression, it will be changed into integer. And if we have decimal point, we want to change it integer, we will just ignore the decimal point. So in this case, we'll not get 10.5, we'll get only 10. So this is the idea of the static cast. So you can change to any type. Same situation, imagine you have some value 10 and you want to change it to double. So I'm changing the value 10, which is integer value, into double. So when I print it, I will get 10. So it's 10.0, but when I print it, it's print 10. But this means that I change this value into double. And to see that, if I divide this by 3, normally 10 by 3 should print only 3. It will ignore the 3.33. But because I changed 10 into double before I divide it by 3, then I will get 3.33. Okay. Another things that we want to learn when we define a variable x equals to 5. So I can write x equals x plus 4. What the meaning of this statement? This statement will take the old value of x and put it here. So this equals here means the assignment statement. So it will take x, which is 5, plus 4, it's 9, and store it in x. So the new value of x is 9. Let us print x. It will print 9. It's like add to the value of x 4. So the new value of x will be 9 as expected. We can write this statement in another way. So let me comment this statement. I can write it in a new way. X plus equal 4. This is exactly the same as this statement. So let us see, it will print again 9. And also I can make it minus equal. Minus equals means x equals x minus 4. It will be 1. And the same way I can make it multiply equal. So multiply equals means x equals x multiplied by 4, which should be 20. Now how about this statement? X equals x plus 1. This means the new value will be 6. There is another way to write this. X plus equal 1. This means increment by 1. So this also will print 6. There is a third way to write this one. Is x plus plus. X plus plus means just increment x by 1. So x is 5, it will be 6. There is a fourth way to write it. It's plus plus x. Plus plus x means also increment x by 1. So the result will be 6. Same, we have minus minus x or x minus minus. So minus minus x will print 4 because we decrement x by 1. Same way we can write x minus minus. So now the question, is there a difference between minus minus x and x minus minus? So if this statement is alone in a line, there is no difference. So when you write x minus minus, it's the same as you write minus minus x. Okay? So it's same statement if they are alone in the line. Okay? But when the difference will happen? The difference will happen if I did this increment inside some equation or inside some print. For example, I print x minus minus. What this will print? The value of x is 5. It means print the old value of x, which is 5, and then decrement x. So when we run it, it will print 5, not 4. After this statement, the value of x will be 4. To make sure, let us print x after this. Let me make end line. So here it will print 5, and then in the new line it will print 4 after the decrement. So what happens if I make now minus minus before x? Minus minus before x means before you print x, decrement x. So the new value will be 4, and then I will print it. So it will print 4, and also here the value will be also 4. So again, if minus minus x or x minus minus are alone in the line, there is no difference. If they are part of the print statement, if the minus minus before x, this means decrement x and then use x after the decrement. If it's x minus minus, means use the old value of x in the print or in the equation, and then after that decrement x. So that's all for this video, and see you in the next video.